competition. And doesn't the boss know it? This is the new BYD Seal, and I'm seriously considering swapping my Tesla in for one, but not for a reason that anyone, including myself, would have expected.
Elon Musk laughed at the idea that BYD was a threat to Tesla, so BYD took that personally and grew to be the world's biggest EV maker. Let's just say that he's changed his tune since then. So, why are so many people buying a BYD, and why am I tempted to swap my Tesla for one?
Before I tell you more about this car, let me show you my favourite thing. This 3.8 badge doesn't refer to a 3.8 litre engine, it means this. 3.8 seconds to 62 miles per hour, because this all-wheel drive Seal is like a seal in water, not on land. It is rapid. It's not quite as quick as the Model 3, but who cares? So let's consider the proposition. The BYD starts at a higher entry-level price than the Tesla Model 3, and for that, you do get more space, a bit more range, and it looks more interesting than the Tesla. But surely there's got to be more than that, hasn't there? While the range isn't miles ahead of the Tesla, this interior definitely is. In fact, this interior alone is a reason to choose the car over a Tesla Model 3.
And that's because the fit and finish is on par with premium cars like the BMW i4. The buttons and switches feel expensive, and much like a Maserati, it looks and feels like a cozy sports saloon, which stands in contrast to the Model 3 and i4's clinical interiors. And there's more space in the back too, thanks to a longer wheelbase than the pair of them.
And while the Tesla Model 3 is a very practical car, so is this BYD. In fact, you get loads of storage space up front, including a lot under there, big door pockets, plenty in here, and even a sizable glove box. And you get a two-way adjustable cup holder, and if you want to store your phone, well, you've got two wireless charging mats, as well as a USB-C and USB-A ports.
They're not just for charging, they can also be used for transferring media and apps to the massive 15.6-inch rotating display. It's similar in size to the one in the Model 3, and it supports Android Auto as well as Apple CarPlay, even if CarPlay requires a cable for now. The built-in system runs on full-fat Android software, which means it'll be familiar to some, plus it's intuitive to navigate, except when you're on the move. And that's where things really fall apart. If you're looking at anything other than the home screen, it takes a swipe and a tap to access the climate controls, and then another tap and swipe to adjust the heated or cooled seats. Thankfully, there is a way to change temperature and fan speed from the steering wheel, but for the other controls, it's a more complicated affair.
And the tech helps you drive the car as well. When you're in town, the 3D cameras really give you a great vision around the car. It means you can snuggle up next to buses, and it will make going through width restrictions much easier. And when you're on the motorway, the steering assist feature and also the adaptive cruise control really take the effort out of covering big distances. Although I have to admit, when it comes to tech, I'm not so keen on the ice cream van sounds that this car plays on the outside. Although thankfully, you can turn that feature off. All right, it's not all wins for the BYD, so let's talk about the things that the Tesla does better. Now, if you want an all-wheel drive car like this one here, when it comes to the BYD, well, your range goes down, whereas the Tesla gets a higher range. And the Tesla charges faster on a rapid plug, and its charging infrastructure is currently second to none. Also, the Tesla app is really very good. It gives you a lot of convenience features, except that one. What?
We already know that it accelerates comparably to a Tesla,
and it rides and steers lovely as well. It goes around a bend like a sports saloon, and the way it deals with the bumps, okay, it's over 2 tons, but you wouldn't know it because it just absorbs the cracks and the ruts of our roads, and it really suits the comfortable seats that we have here. It is a lovely place to sit, and dare I say it, it feels a bit like a mini Grand Tourer, but one that does this. So yeah, Tesla's had a strong lead in the world of EVs for far too long, and it's high time someone came along and gave it a run for its money. And I think this BYD Seal might just be the car to do it. And at the very least, it means we've got a really hot battle for 2024 in the world of electric cars. But if you don't like the look of this BYD or the Tesla, and you prefer your cars with a Swedish flair, well, check out our Polestar 2 review here.